Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I have no makeup on, which means this is going to be a get ready with me. It's going to be a holiday look that I want to do, especially considering that Thanksgiving's coming up for those who celebrate, or I know it's going to be different this year because a lot of people aren't going to be gathering with their families. It's going to be something probably quiet at home, like I'm going to do that. But however, you can always get ready, or even if you want to do this look or be inspired by this look, just to make sure that you get into that holiday cheer regardless of the circumstances we're in, whether for Thanksgiving or another holiday. I just wanted to do this, and I wanted to do this look using all e.l.f. The brushes, the sponge, everything I have is from e.l.f. and all these goodies. There's a lot of new products, a lot of old favorites. So yeah, we're gonna have just a lot of fun just getting ready, and I hope you enjoy this video. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that like button to let me know that you are liking this content, and follow me on Instagram. Alright, let's go ahead and get started with this look. I started on this eye like I always do. I actually like it. It's looking a little crazy right now, but we're gonna fix that and it'll look good. Okay, so I pulled a bunch of palettes out, and the one that I actually went with, at least for these colors that I really wanted to use, I wanted to do a little bit more like a interesting eye technique, but with just very simple colors, and I went with the new Cosmetics palette. I just thought that this would look so, I've always wanted to try this one. It looked very pretty, very like they have the the browns, but they also have a little bit touch of like pinks and a little bit of mauves in here, and some interesting like not typical golds right here. And I thought it's a very interesting palette to me. So the colors that I'm actually using today is black cherry. That's what I use to line the eye. That's the dark color that you see. And I used, what's this one called, Charmer, to blend a little bit of that black cherry. And then on my actual lid is Cosmo, and I just used a little bit of Blanc right here on my brow bone. And so I'm going to show you how I got this eye look, and I'm not going to speak during this part because it took a little patience to be able to do it, just because of the eyeliner part, but I will try to pause and stop once I go through every color. So using that black cherry color, I'm using the Jake Kessler collection, but honestly you can use any brushes that you like. I just wanted to use all e.l.f. brushes, and this is the ones that I have for eye as far as e.l.f. goes. So this one, as you can see, it's pointy, but it's a little loose. It's not as sharp as you would think it would be. So I actually like that because it allows you to make that line very simple. So the way I started is I just lined my whole lash line first, and then to do that little pointy part right here, I started here and I worked my way up just a little bit, and then I kind of half closed my eyes so I could see where my crease is, and that's where I made that line that you see right there. So I'm just gonna go and do what I just said. Now we're going to take that shade Charmer that I was talking about, like a mauve shade, and just the lightest bit. Just the lightest bit. You don't really need a lot. And I'm going to start blending right here. Just a little bit. Just to kind of blend that out. We're going to go back in and do it again, but I just want something there. And I thought this color just looked very pretty, and this is one that I really wanted to work with. Easy shades to work with, to be honest. take a clean brush and just kind of clean that up a little bit. Now we're going to take a smaller brush, still from that J. Kissa collection. It's kind of like a flat blending brush right here. And just tap into that black cherry and then blend right here, like so. Because I want the deepness to show above my crease, so when I have my eyes opened, you can see it just enough. We're gonna clean this up, so let's not worry about that. Okay, so this is what I'm working with right now. Now I'm going to take Cosmo with that same brush. Now these are very soft shimmers, so if you want to amp up the intensity of them, you are going to have to spray them with a setting spray or whatever kind of spray. I'm just using the Max Fix Plus because this is in my project pan. And if you see my project pan already, I forgot to include it, but I did mark it. So for the final update, you will see how much progress I've actually made. And then we're going to take this and put it on the inside of that empty space right there, that negative space. We're going to put that Cosmo shade in there. So we're going to work very slowly and deliberately. I'm going to go back in with Black Cherry and the same liner pencil that we had earlier, and we're just going to reline that lash line. We're going to go in with that flat blending brush, just go in with a little bit of Black Cherry and kind of blend up here so we don't lose that depth up here. So we're working with, I still have to fix this eye a little bit, but I think I'll try to fix it with concealer to make it a little bit more pointed. But yeah, with that we're going to start on the face and then come back and fix the eye. We're going to start with the primer, the Poreless Putty Primer. I chose the original. I didn't, because the matte one, I have the matte one and the original. The matte one really does mattify you. It's actually a really nice primer. And as you can see, I have definitely been digging into that. But we're going to go in with this new Putty Primer applicator. See how that works. I thought it was a double-ended brush, kind of like the number 7 Heavenly brush from e.l.f, and I actually want that brush, just saying. But it's actually not, it's just a little thing right there, and you know, you're supposed to go like this. Hold on. Like so. So it's on that side. And let's grab a little bit more. And let's just go ahead and apply it. Oh shoot, I think I got too much. Oh, I got big pores, so. Let's go ahead and blend it in. Let's push it into there. I don't feel a difference. Not. I think I did apply too much, so I do feel a little bit more on this side, like the product. I can feel it versus this side. So I'm going to take the brush because I feel like it'll pick it up a little bit. And it won't feel as heavy on my skin. But I don't think we'll see the difference until I put on foundation. What I didn't do with this eye, you guys, maybe that's why I'm having such time difficult blending. I forgot to put putty primer. I forgot to put eye primer. That's probably why it's not sticking properly. Starting all over. It is what it is. We'll fix it and it'll be fine, you know. So just to let you guys know, I did use a putty eye primer on this side, and obviously I didn't use it on this side. I forgot to completely, but this is actually another favorite of mine. I really do enjoy this. It doesn't like fully blink out like your eyelid completely, like this is another favorite of mine. It doesn't blink out your eye completely like a concealer would, or more let's see, a more pigmented eye primer would, but it still does the job because I really do like how this eye looks better compared to this one, and I think this might have made the difference as far as sticking the shadow and placing it exactly where it needed to be. I didn't set it, so yeah. Okay, for the remainder of the video I wanted to put some lip balm on, and I'm going to use the PSL Ride or Die lip balm, and I love these lip balms. They're so thick, and it comes out like an orange color. Ooh, pretty. It's actually PSL color. I have the shade Tough Cookie, and I love it. I I love the way it smells. Can't really smell this one. Let's put it on. It smells coconut. That is bright orange. That's weird. It smells like coconut. That is such a pretty shade though. So we're gonna go in with the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation. I'm in the shade Vanilla. And this is actually another foundation that I really enjoy. They expanded the shade range recently, and yes, but I haven't used it in a long time. So let's shake it up. Alright, I'm going to put it. Now for blending, I'm going to use a sponge. This is a favorite of mine. Like, I think this is, no, I know this is my favorite sponge. Once I start using a new sponge, I'm like, oh, I love this one. And then I always come back and compare it to this one. And when I come back to this one, I'm like, this is why this is my favorite sponge. It is so good. It's only $5, so I completely recommend it if you haven't used it before. It's such an amazing sponge. And that's what we're going to use today. But I also have for concealer this brush and sponge tool. I'm not going to use a sponge, but I am going to dig into the concealer brush. I love brushes like this for concealer. I have another one that's similar to this, but it's not e.l.f. So I'm kind of looking forward to using this one. It feels really nice. It feels like the one that I really enjoy. Okay, let's go ahead with foundation. One pump. I don't like too much coverage. But it gives you medium coverage. You can spread it out a little bit, thin it out, and just use not as much foundation, and you'll be set. You can see it's medium coverage, and you can definitely build it up. But I prefer this type of coverage because then I'm going with full coverage concealer, and I'm going to be using a combination of the hydrating and then the camel concealer, and I have the shades light beige for both. So we're going to go in with a little bit of each concealer. I really like the combo that I made yesterday when I was testing out this makeup on just like my hands and swatching everything. And go ahead and blend it out. Oh, I forgot brush. That is a really nice brush. I really like that. Okay, I really like that brush. Really good. I would have to try it a couple more times. So anything that I tried new in this video, I'll come back and give you a review. Powder, I'm going to be using the Halo Glow setting powder. I've heard nothing but amazing things about this. Okay, I got the shade Light. Oh, I'm going to use too much. Okay, we'll swipe that off in a minute. I might have used way too much, you guys. Oopsies. We'll see. We'll fix it. No big deal. Okay, now we're going to go in with the powder brush. I'm going to go in with bronzer. When I do more of a glam look, I like to layer. But since I put powder, let's see if it'll work anyways. Hopefully it doesn't mess it up. So I'm going to go in with the cream contour palette. I'm just going to go in with just a little bit of this top right shade. Just a little bit. Just to kind of really contour and really define my cheekbones and that jawline. Okay, use a sponge to blend it out. We're gonna go in with bronzer. I'm gonna go in with the shade Sunkissed, and these are the primer infused bronzers. These are so long lasting and so nice. I'm going with an e.l.f. brush, and this is the pointed powder brush I like to use as bronzer brush. Let's go ahead and add some color to my forehead. A lot of color to my forehead. Set that contour. I'm gonna go with the sponge and kind of do that over that powder just because. We're gonna go in with the cream blush. I forgot. Okay, I have 2 shades of their new putty blush. I have Bali and let's see, what's the other shade? Hold on. Bali and Maldives. Maldives. This is what Bali looks like right here. It's a very intense color, but I know that it blends out pretty nicely. And we're gonna use that same putty brush. We're just gonna clean it off a little bit. And then the other one, let's take a little swatch of them first. Let's do a little swatch. So that way we know what they look like. Okay, that is Maldives right here. I think that's the shade I'm gonna go in with, and this is Bali. I really like this formula. Do you see how it dried down? Like the way you feel it, it just, you're rubbing in cream, but then it turns to powder, but a very soft, gentle powder. That felt very nice. We're just gonna go in gently with just a little bit of Maldives right here. We're gonna blend it out because we don't know what it's going to look like. Blush the brush so much, so we're just gonna go in with the sponge on the other side and see how that looks. Okay, let's just do this really quickly. I like the color. I'm not sure if I like this formula, to be completely honest with you. It is just, I don't know, I like the concept of it, but I feel like it just sunk into my pores. Like, what? Maybe on a no makeup day. That's the one thing I did not like from this whole thing. For blush, to top it off, I'm just gonna use one of these duos that they came out with too. I'm gonna use the spiced apple one. Actually no, I'm gonna go in with lychee right here. This one looks prettier. Well, but they're both pretty. They're actually some of my favorite ones. Where's my blush brush? Oh, here it is. I don't have a blush brush from e.l.f, so I'm gonna use this one from Equal Tools. Okay. And I really do enjoy these e.l.f blush tools. They're so nice, so pretty. Highlighter, I have 2 options. I have the 24 karat gold and then Moonlit Pearls. Moonlit Pearls is definitely more like a glow from within, and then 24K is definitely more of that intense little bling bling. So how about we just combine them? I think that we just, since we combined, oh no, combined everything else, I think that would just be kind of fun. Why not? Going in with my highlighter brush from e.l.f. and just go like that. Mix them in. Oh, what I'm going to do, since we have done the complexion, I'm going to go fix my eyes, do my lash line, and then we'll be back to finish the rest of my eyes. Alright, I'll be right back. I fixed it. It looks way better now. Not perfect, but way better. Evened out as best as I could tell. And now for my lower lash line, I use the shade Charmer again. I blended out that under, and then I use a liner brush for Black Cherry and just really lined my lower lash line, and that is what I did for that. And now, oh, and I just put a little bit of Blanc right here, Blanc on my brow bone and just the tippity tops of my brow bone. Now we're going to do a little something extra. Now let me show you which one. I don't know which one I want to do because I have 2 of like little extra glittery things, extra glittery single shadows. I have the one from J Kissa, and then I have just one of their fairy lights. I have the shade Flirty Birdie, and then for J. Queso one, I would use the white one. They look like, and I think I'm gonna go in with I'm gonna go with Flirty Birdie. I mean, just use whatever you have. And I just wanted, this is what I have. This is what I'm going in with this. And I'm gonna go in with, yeah, let's go in with Flirty Birdie. I'm just gonna use just a little bit. And a tiny little brush. This is the small smudge brush from e.l.f. also. And just kind of go. I'm gonna do the other eye, some mascara and inner corner highlight, and I will be right back to do lips. So I think it looks so pretty, that little sparkle. Hope you can see it. Oh, it just adds a little extra special moment on my eyes for holiday. And now the only thing we have left is lip. So I'm gonna wipe my balm off. You can also have this color for a look. It's such a pretty orange, and oh lord, it does get everywhere though. So we're gonna start with Praline, the Praline crayon to line my lips. Whatever. Go ahead and fill it in. So you could use, this could be a look right here, a finished look, or another product that I really enjoy from e.l.f. are their Seriously Satin lipsticks. I have two shades. I have Nectar and Cider. I'll swatch them for you guys very quickly. These are only $3 and they're so pretty. And the reason I really like Nectar is because you can build it up and have like 3 different shades and tones within one lipstick. And those are the ones that I have right here. I think I'm gonna go in with just a tiny bit of Nectar, and you'll see what I mean by it just makes a difference. You think it looks a little peachy. Look at that. That's so pretty. Just lightens up the lips just enough. And I also have these Seriously Satin lipsticks. These are actually really nice. I have 2 new shades. I had originally bought like 2 and I really enjoyed them. I got Golden Pear in case you were interested in getting that. If you just want something hydrating for your lips and not too dry, you can use these. Give you a little bit of color, a little bit of shine. And those are the colors that I have right there. Just wanted to just give you another option for lip. And then the only glosses that I have, because I do want to top it with a gloss, are these 2 options. One's from A Moment from the e.l.f. Retro Paradise collection, and then this one's super old. This doesn't even have a name. It was from the Modern Meadows collection like 2 years ago. I'm gonna go in with that one. You can use whatever lip gloss you have at home. I'm just using what I have. Put it right in the center so it can give you that very pouty look. And I just wanted to add a gloss that has a lot of sparkle, just to give you that, you know, nice holiday vibe. Lots of sparkle, lots of shimmer. So this is the final look. I just wanted to point out, I forgot to mention that my inner corner highlight came from the Cream and Sugar palette, this one right here. And that is the final look. I really like this new technique. I would have to practice it a little bit more. I saw this all over Instagram and I just from different artists, and I really like this look. Of course, I'll have to practice it more, but I just wanted to show you guys that you can create a beautiful holiday look using drugstore products, affordable products. I mean, e.l.f. is like super cheap. It's one of the cheapest, most affordable brands out there, and their quality is so amazing. The eyeshadow palettes, these I know I already love. And the colors, just to review everything, the colors that I used in here, I really enjoyed. Very easy to work with, very blendable, and it's not something that I would had a hard time blending or working with. I just had a harder time on this side because I didn't use primer, and I think that was the issue there. Let's see, the primer infused blushes, or not, I've used the primer infused brush. Okay, so hold on, just to review, hold on. So I've used the primer infused blushes and bronzers before. I love them both. I didn't use it the blush in this video, but the blushes are lovely. My favorites are always hazy and always earthy. I've used the cream contour palette before. I really enjoy it. The brush, this little brush right here, I really enjoyed this, but I want to continue using it to see if I really enjoy it. Flirty Birdie I've used before. I've used all the lip products before. I really enjoy every single one of them. The foundation, love this foundation. You can always build it up or even use less than a pump to really get a light coverage, or use more and build it up to full coverage. And it's only $6 and it's such a good foundation, and they have an expanded shade range, so you can just, you know, I'm sure you'll be able to find your shade this time around, because the first time was very difficult even for me, which I'm on the lighter side of the spectrum, and their undertones weren't that nice. And this has a satin finish, for those who are wondering. I forgot to mention that. I really enjoy this. The powder, I really like it. It actually gave me an extra glowy glow to my look, and I like it so far, but we'll have to keep trying this. So there's a couple things I still have to keep trying. The putty blushes, I'm not sure if I like those, because I feel like they just sunk into my skin. Maybe for a no makeup look, but again, that's something else that I have to keep trying. The highlighters, the 24 karat gold, and then the Moonlight Pearls baked highlighter. I've used both of them before. I really enjoy using them. What else did we have, guys? The lip balm, love the lip balm. Like I said, I have Tough Cookie and I've used that, and the only shade difference is the color. I mean, you don't really smell it once it's on your lips, so this is really nice to put on maybe at the beginning, or if you just want to have some color on your lip and something moisturizing and hydrating at the same time, that's a really great option. And then the putty primers for the eyes and the face, I've used both of them before. As you could see, for the putty, I've used both of them before. I really enjoy using the eye primer as well as the face primer. As you saw, I definitely have used a lot of the face primer. And then that brush, where did I leave it? Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. Okay. And then this brush, it's kind of nice to be able to use that. I actually thought it would be kind of gimmicky, but I really don't like using my hands to scoop out the primer. And so for anything that I need to use as far as those kind of primers, I really like that I have that option. As far as the blush, the brush for that, I'm not sure if it's very necessary. I can just use my fingers. I just really like this part. Of course, I do need to clean it and keep it hygienic. But the brush, I think, is kind of unnecessary. But I really enjoy the little scoop, because the one that I would use would be from my skincare. And now that I have one for my primers, for things like that, I really enjoy that. What else did I use? The sponge. You guys know I love this sponge. I think, did I miss anything? Oh, the concealers. So I really enjoy both of these concealers. One is a better match than the other one, which the hydrating one. Honestly, I like both. Some people like this one but not this one. I like both of them, and I love the combination of them together. It made my under eyes look flawless. Very this is the lighter shade, so it actually added some brightness, and I really enjoyed it. I'm not sure if I like this halo powder for my under eye, but again I have to keep trying this and see how I eventually like it. I think that was it. And the eye products, the mascara, the brow products and the mascara I didn't have anything from e.l.f. I've used their $2 pencil. I've used their $2 brow pencil before, that white packaging one. I really enjoy it. That, I feel like if you have thicker brows, not much to fill in, that is just a quick like a minute quick and easy feel. But if you are someone that has sparse brows and need to really create them, I don't think that's such a good option for you. I still have to try the Wow Brow and then their fine line pencil or fine point pencil. And let's see what else. I think that's it. Oh, the brushes. I love e.l.f. brushes. These are the ones that I was using today. I love this powder brush. I've had it forever. I have a couple more different brushes, but I wanted to make sure that I put it focus on these. These are not available anymore that I could see, but still, e.l.f. has such a variety of brushes that are so nice. This one is my everyday brush for just like, this is my clean brush to blend anything and everything out. I love this brush. And then it's not there's a brush like this that they have in their regular line right here, this little dome shaped brush. This is my favorite for doing the lower lash line work. Love this, love this. And then one that I discovered that I really enjoyed today is this one, and I'm pretty sure that they have one like this in their collection. And then another eye brush that I really love is this smudge line pencil right here. Very tiny, very fine for details. Like as you saw, I was putting on that glitter where I just wanted pinpoint exactly where I needed it. And this has become a favorite. This is their pointed powder brush. This has become a favorite for bronzer. I like to go this way. I don't use it like that for bronzer. Just kind of lay it flat and blend out. Love the e.l.f. highlighter brush, not blush, brush, especially when it comes to baked highlighters, and specifically the Essence one. And it just blends it out so beautifully. It just works it in easily and fast without having to do too much effort. Another brush that I really enjoy from the line that I did not pick out today because I knew I was going to use a sponge is their e.l.f. foundation brush. Why do I keep saying blush? Brush. They're just I think it's just called their foundation blending. They're blending, the ultimate blending brush, that's what it's called. And I love that one for foundation. It's one of my favorites, and I have had that one for about maybe four years, and it has not shedded. It's still working perfectly, and even if it is, I have to replace it, I'd be more than happy to. It's very affordable. Things like $6, so everything's very affordable. The one thing I forgot to mention was their face duos. Where are they? Their face duos. I love all of them. My favorites are Spiced Apple and Lychee. The one that I don't really like is their little bronzer duo. I am going to have to declutter that one. I just felt like the shade, the undertone of that bronzer was just not right for me. The highlighter was very glittery. It wasn't very just beautiful, like it was just very difficult to work with. I didn't like that highlighter. It was very glittery, like I said. It was chunky. So I'm going to have to declutter that, but the rest of them I really enjoy. And like I said, Spiced Apple and Lychee are my favorites. I just like those more neutral blush tones. And yeah, I think that pretty much covers it. If you have any questions about any of the products specifically, just let me know down below in the comments. And like I said, I just wanted to show you that you can get such a beautiful holiday or any everyday look just using affordable products. And you know, I love drugstore. I love e.l.f. As you can see, I have a full face finally. The last product that I had to buy was a powder. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.